Dear students, we have a new situation today to talk about. It's all about being in the railway station. As we already know that we have 4 dialogues set in parallel, and we have to practice on them to know that such situation is closely related to our daily life. Okay? First we start reading these dialogues. So I will choose Ra and Dia to be the first. Okay? Please, you will be A and Dia will be B.
When does the London turn take place?
9:25, platform 3.
What time does it reach London?
You should be there at 11:31, but you might be at bus late.
Do I have to change?
Yes, you change at White and East Trademarks.
Thank you. Thank you, John. Thank you, Dia. So we have to choose another couple with the same dialogue. Yes, Rafana and Eunice, please.
Which train do I take for Victoria, please? 9. When does it get up?
It get there at 11:34.
Must I change?
No, just a door right.
Thank you. Yes, please. Wyatt.
Which platform for London Bridge, please?
9:27 from platform 1.
What time does it arrive?
It takes only 2 hours, so you all arrive just before 11:30.
It is necessary to choose.
Is it necessary? So this is a yes/no question. Is it necessary to change?
No, there's no need to change.
Can you please repeat that? Yes, the question, please.
Is it necessary to change?
Change, yes. Is it necessary, Wyatt?
No, there's no need to change.
Thank you. Yes, students. Let's talk about that situation, please. First of all, we need to imagine ourselves in that situation, in a real situation, so as to be more alive in our dialogues. Okay? So, what do you think that if we had a railway station here in the job, what would be the perfect conversation? What would be that conversation? We have to say, first of all, asking about the platform, asking about the train, about the tickets, a through train. We have a new term here. This phrase, a through train. What's the meaning of a through train? What is the meaning of a through train in English? English, yes.
A through train.
A through train, yes.
A train which takes you to your destination.
So it is a train.
Without a change.
A train that takes you. Takes you to what?
To your destination.
Takes you to your destination.
Without a change.
Without a change. Good, Zara. Thank you. Thank you. I need you guys to read in a better way. I want you to sound more alive when you're reading. Okay? I don't want you to be boring when you're reading. Okay? So, for example, let me read a situation here. For example, when does the London train leave, please? At 9:33, platform 3. What time does it reach London? You should be there at 11:31. You may be a little bit late. Do I have to change? Yes, you change at Lewis and he's driving. So this is called, you know, good reading. You should sound better when you're reading. Okay? Question should sound like a question. Okay? Statement should be more clear. You have to, you know, just to have some pauses in your reading so I can figure out, for example, when we say that, which platform for London Bridge? Please, you're asking about the number of the platform, so it should sound like a question. Okay? It should sound like a question. That will make your reading much more alive. Okay? You will sound alive. You will imagine yourself in a real situation. Okay? That's the way things should go. It should sound more alive. Okay? So let's imagine ourselves in a real situation. Okay? And I will ask Zahra here and Ghufran to pick up a dialogue, choose a dialogue, okay? And I want them to sound more alive, okay? Yes, please. You start with Zahra. You be A, and Ghufran will be B.
Fran, do I take for Victoria, please?
9:25 platform.
When does it get in?
You should be at 11:31, but you may be a bit late.
Bit late. Mm-hmm.
Must I change?
Do I have change? Yes, you change at with and S corridor.
Can you just please repeat what you just read? Can you repeat it? Repeat Ghufran.
Yes.
Train do I take for Victoria, please?
9:28 is end of platform.
When does it get in?
It gets 3 at 11:34.
Must I change?
No, I try.
Well, we're having some progress here. You sound better than last time. So we have to pick another couple. Dia and Yunus.
Which
Your name,
platform?
please? Benny. Yes, Benny.
Which platform for London Bridge, please?
Raise your voice. Raise your voice.
9:27 from platform 1.
What time does it arrive?
It takes before 2 hours, so will arrive just before 11:30.
It is necessary to change?
No, there is no need to change.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, Yunus and Sajah.
What time is the next time to Victoria, please?
9:56 platform 4 right of at the front.
When do we get there?
It is at 11:35, but they are running that today.
Will I change trains?
Yes, change on this right.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Rania and Rowan. Thank you very much, ladies. Thank you. Yes, please. And you, sister.
What time is the next time to Victoria, please? 9:26 platform for right at therefore.
When do we get free?
It's due at 11:35, but in their run late today.
Need I change run?
Yes, change. It is protein.
Thank you very much, you sir. And you, please.
When does the London run begin, please?
9:25 platform 2.
9:25.
What time does it reach London?
You should be there at 11, but you might be a bit late.
Do I have to change?
Yes, you change at US and Est run.
Could you please repeat the last statement?
Yes, you change at with
Yes, you change.
and at.
Remember, he told you that you should be more alive. Okay? So we should be more alive. It should sound better in reading. We have to stick by the reading techniques. Okay? If you want to sound better, you should put in your mind that there are techniques to follow, reading techniques to follow. Okay? So could you please repeat the last sentence?
When does the London train leave, please? 9:25 platform. What time does it?
Why do you have too many pauses? I mean, these pauses should, should get rid of these pauses by practice, by more reading, by reading. Okay, you should get rid of these pauses. There are no pauses in reading. You have only certain places to have such pauses. Only to emphasize or to think about something or to think about a perfect answer or to pick up an answer for a question, something like that. So we don't have such pauses in such conversations. At a railway station, you don't say, no, you don't. Okay? For example, when you say that, when you read that, for example, what platform for London Bridge, please? You don't say which platform for London. No, we don't have such pauses. Okay? It would sound a little bit boring. And the other part of that conversation will not have, enough time to understand what you're trying to say. You will just walk away. Okay? For example, when you have but in certain places, but that will give you a signal that the common sentence or the following sentence or clause will be in a contrast with what had been already mentioned. For example, okay, but for example, the normal return ticket costs double the single fare, but cheaper return tickets called daily or day returns may be bought at most stations. So we have but. This is a contrast here. We're talking about the contrast. So what is a comparison and what is a contrast? And what is the difference between the two? So we have a contrast and comparison. So what is the difference between the two? Yes?
Contrast, similar.
Okay, so I think when you say contrast, it means that we have to show the similarities and differences between two things in terms of a particular issue, okay? But a comparison, you have to show only the similarities between them. The similarities between them, okay? The things that they share. While contrast, we have to show both similarities and differences, okay? So, but signals either a contrast or a comparison. Okay? Here, but in such context, signals a contrast between two things. A contrast. Okay? Because but here gives you a signal that the common context or the preceding sentences or the following sentences will be different. Will represent a contrast between these two things in terms of a particular issue. Okay? So but signals a contrast. Okay? While like signals comparison. It gives you a signal that the following sentences will be a comparison between what have been mentioned before, okay, and the coming context and the coming sentences. So the signals a what? A comparison between two things in terms of a particular issue. Okay? Also we have like, we have similar, okay? Also signals a comparison of two persons in terms of a particular issue. So that we have, okay? So you have to put that in mind, okay? So I want you two guys, I want Dia and you, sir, Wyatt, okay, to choose a dialogue, and to hear, please, come here, please. Come here, please. Okay? I want you guys to listen to them carefully, to watch them. I want them to feel that they are in a real situation. Okay, why? And there, imagine yourself that you guys are in a real situation. You're not just reading a virtual dialogue between two persons. No, I want you to imagine that you're in a real situation. And to act. So, okay? Okay, let's start. Yes, what?
When does the London train leave this?
Why? Why? We need you to, as I told you before, say that when does. Okay? When does. Repeat that. When does.
When does the London train leave this?
Train. The London train. Why? Do not separate between the London train. Okay.
9:24, platform 3.
Platform 3.
What time does it reach London?
You should be there at 11:31, but
So you should be there at 11:31,
but you might be
a little bit late.
Do I have to change?
Yes, you change at.
Do I have to change? I want that. It is a yes question. Okay. Do I have to change? I want it to sound like one. Do I have to change? So you have to.
Do I have to change?
Do I have to change? Thank you.
Yes, you change at the waist and the
Yes. Thank you very much, dear. Thank you, Wyatt. I think we have to have another volunteer. Yes, you, sir. And excuse me. There is nothing to do. There's nothing for you to do. Okay? It's all about practice. Language is all about practice. Okay? We should practice some English here, guys. Okay? Okay. Number 2. Dialogue number 2.
Which train
Please.
will I take?
Which train? Which train do I have to take?
Take for Victoria, please.
For Victoria, please.
Line 28, this and a
Platform. Amen. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to you know, to have to mispronounce a word. After all, we're not native speakers. We're here to learn how to pronounce words properly, to use English properly. So there's nothing to be ashamed of. Okay? So don't be shy. Just read, and I will correct your mispronunciation. Okay?
9:28. This and
when you say 9:28, you should stop for a second. Then start again. The platform.
The 20.
Okay, platform 20. So you have to be clear. Yes.
When does it get in?
It gets
Could you please repeat that again? When does it get in?
It get there at 11:34.
Must I change?
Must I change? Or do I have to change? Or is it necessary to change? Okay?
No, it is.
You have many choices. You don't have to stick to only one okay, pattern. Okay? This is why we should be creative here. We should have some creativity. Okay? Yes.
Must I change?
Must I change?
No.
Do I have to change? Could you just replace me with
Do I have to change?
Do I have to change?
No, it is.
So it is a yes, no question.
Right.
Okay?
No, it is at the wrong. Right.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. So, I think you've done a good job today. And you have some exercises as an assignment for the next lecture. Okay? I am looking forward, you guys, to be cooperative and to participate in the next lecture. Okay? And this is, I think you ladies, you have to participate in this lecture. Okay? I want you guys, ladies, to be more active. So we don't want to be only focusing on the talkative students and overlooking you and ignoring you. No, it's all about practice. We should all practice these dialogues, these situational dialogues. That's for your benefit. This is, okay? I'm here advising you to use English while you're here in the Department of English Language of the Islamic University College, because you will not have the chance or the opportunity to practice English outside the department, back your homes, at home. No, and you will not find a foreigner down the street or downtown to talk to. Okay, so I advise you guys to use English to talk to each other here. In English, okay? It's okay. You're not native speakers. You're going to have some mistakes and mistakes, okay? But practice, it's all about practice. I want you students to practice English while you're here, okay? And feel free to ask any question you like. I'm all ears, okay? Read. Okay. Thank you, students. That was good lecture, and I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow. Okay, so keep that in mind. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.